Happy New Year, everyone! Monica Wihangi, president of Close to My Heart here, and I am thrilled to be showing you our March-April catalog. Are you excited? I'm excited to show you. I'm going to do a little bit different things here. I'm going to show you up close some of the artwork that's inside, as well as talk through some of the techniques. So this is going to be a totally different experience. So welcome if you're at a live event. We'd like to thank all of our hosts as well as all of you for showing up. And if you're watching from the comfort of your home, thank you for joining us. All right, are you ready? Here we go. Here is the cover of our brand new catalog. Don't you love it? This collection is called Seize the Day, and you are going to love all the details found within this collection. All right, let's get started and dive in. Okay, so here we have our gorgeous, gorgeous March-April catalog featuring Seize the Day, but I'm going to go through that when I'm in the Seize the Day section, this artwork in particular. So let's go ahead and open this up. You can see here we have Jeanette's letter, message, beautiful message. Make sure you take the time to read that one, as well as a little ad here for our Craft with Heart. And I've been watching on our social media. You guys are loving the new cards that are coming in this subscription. And of course, we have beautiful, beautiful layouts. So you want to always make sure that you're talking about this to your customers. We love our Craft with Heart program. Okay, let's dive into yesterday and today. We know that you particularly love heritage, and we wanted to hit heritage hard in this catalog, but not just that, but how do you use it outside of heritage? So we've got a mix of everything. But before I show you all of the artwork, I want to talk through our papers and what we have as part of the offering. And I actually have it here with me so that I can show you a little more closely of what we have to offer. Now, I feel like I'm giving you the candy first, so I'm going to show you here the paper. You can see that distressed feel and look. It's got those wonderful neutral colors. You can have, let's see, let me tell you what colors are in this kit. Sorry, I'm going to go back. We've got espresso, toffee, mink, French vanilla, and black as our featured colors. And look at that beautiful zip strip as well. So lots of options within this paper kit. Look at that gorgeous, I think it's kind of a damask is what you would call that, damask look. You can see, again, it's got like a, it's been distressed. And so some parts are darker and some parts are lighter. That's part of that paper. I'm just going to put it over to the side right here. Look at this one. Look at that crackling inside, but then it's got that really pretty polka dot, which gives it a feminine touch and a little more of that damask, but in a darker color. Okay. And then you've got on the back side of that one, look at that. Oh, that just looks like vintage wallpaper, vintage paper. Can you imagine someone having that in their home? It's just beautiful. And then, of course, look at this. It's got like a notepad, but written in that old script. Really beautiful, beautiful options. And I cannot wait for you to see what we have to offer. Oh, I did that upside down. What we have to offer as part of the artwork featuring this. And again, look at that beautiful zip strip. Okay, they did a phenomenal job executing this paper packet. Now let's look at the stickers up close. What I love about this sticker sheets is that you see a lot of realistic type art, and it does really look real, like the key. Look at these little buttons here, that little, I'm not sure what you call that, but it all looks metal. And I love that. The family big title, again, has a textured feel. You've got all these little metal type looking pieces that go perfectly with the vintage, then and now. Love this family, good times, little stars. Like there's not a wasted space on this sticker sheet. And you've got small things and medium-sized things and then large icons. And you're gonna see that we've done some of these with color and how that completely changes the look of the kit. Do you love it? I know you love it. I know you're oohing and awing. All right, so now let's look at the yesterday and today foil die cuts. This is the best of all the worlds because it looks like real metal, real foil, and it's paper. So it's super lightweight. It's totally safe to put into your scrapbooks. Look at that shine. And I know how much you guys like shiny things. We all love the shiny things. But these all look like real metal, and it just adds so much dimension without having to add the thickness. That's what's so amazing about that foil sheet. Okay, now we cannot do heritage without bringing in some vellum. Now I've got to hold it very delicately because of our new die cut process is so awesome that these fall out really easy. But you can see, look at that sparrow right there. I think that's a sparrow. It's a bird. And so you've got beautiful flourishes, lots of great things to add, but the vellum, of course, is what gives it that beautiful texture and look, as well as that see-through. You see, like it's opaque. You can see that as well. Okay, so that is our yesterday and today collection. I'm going to move that off to the side. And now let's look at what's on page 6 and 7. And I believe this is U.S. prices. Yes, so I just want to make sure that you understand these are U.S. prices. But again, we love our thin cuts, and we know you do too. And so we're showcasing and showing you some of the thin cuts here as well. Look at these silhouettes. It's actually very trendy right now, and I love that we've made it into a stamp and that you can use a thin cut. And I love the sentiment plus the show. This is us, one of my faves. So lots of great sentiments, lots of great icons, layering type of things. You can have artwork techniques in the catalog as well. Let me go over to, let's see. We're going to go over to the next page. You've got the workshops here. Karen Pedersen's going to go through the details of the workshop, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time, but holy wow, these are gorgeous and very heritage feel and look. So here's the card workshop, and Karen will give you the details of that, but it does have an exclusive stamp set and thin cut. Now I want to go backwards just a little bit to show you some of the details in the artwork. Now we're going to go back to, we call this our beauty page of this section, the yesterday and today, and I've got the artwork here, although the pictures change, so it may throw you, but the layout is exactly the same. We wound up using this picture in our workshop, that's why it looks different, but this is the artwork featured on page 2. Now you can see we've used the foil die cuts, which again look like metal. I just love it. And Karen's going to show you some of the techniques that we've used in the workshops that we've also used in this, but you can see the beauty and the texture with the vellum, the metal, some of our embellishments here. I can't wait for you guys to see how we did that technique. And of course, all of the layering within this kit. Isn't it gorgeous? The crumpling of paper, everything looks like it's been distressed, but it hasn't been distressed by us. That's how the paper was printed. All right, now let's look at the card on page 3. I'm gonna put that up close, and you can see again, look at all of that technique within this card. And what you'll note too is some of this has been distressed with ink. You can see that there. And this piece right here, the technique was that we took that frame and cut it in half so that we could separate it wider, and now you've got this frame covering that, or underneath that sentiment. So that's a fun technique as part of the foil die cuts, you can see. All right, next up, we're going to turn the page and we're going to go back over to this page here, page 6 and 7. And I just wanted to show you what the art studio did. Now, first off, big kudos to the art studio. Okay, so this in particular, what I wanted to show you about this technique was that we've used the gold shimmer trim, which has added some different dimension to the card and a different look and feel. And I love that we've also tied in the gold stickles, which really companions beautifully with our gold shimmer. We've also colored these bitty sparkles with our markers, which gives them that beautiful antique look. Now I'm going to trade out the card, and you can see here we've done the shimmer trim in different widths. So this is not the stickles, it is actually shimmer trim, and you can see that it's just been cut a little thinner. So shimmer trim, sparkles, embossing, like it's got everything, and it's just stunning, stunning card. All right, now let's move on to our next paper collection, which is called Seize the Day. Okay, this is bright and fun and colorful and just has a lot of different dimension and variety as well. I love the execution of this kit, and I love that it is so completely different from the Heritage and gives you some really great options. Look at your color palette for this one. Candy apple smoothie, peach, canary, sapphire, mint, sage, mink, linen, and white daisy. So tons and tons and tons of things to do. Now, before I get going on this one, I want to show you the paper collection, okay? And then I'm going to talk through artwork. So here you've got our beautiful, and again, I've got it right here so you can see it up close, hopefully a little better. Now, I know you're working on the Yesterday and Today collection for your projects, so this is your real sneak of this one here. You can see our beautiful zip strips. Look at all the different sea life as well as seashells, the different things that live under the ocean. I mean, it's just beautiful. And then we know how you love the distressed wood look, and I love the execution with this color combination. It's just a beautiful, beautiful combo. And so that's your hero with a little bit of the wood on the background, well, a lot of wood. And then look at these red anchors in here. And again, that zip strip that really gives it that nautical feel. Now we look on the back side and you've got like a fishing net type of design done in a very neutral color. So you've got some brights, you've got some neutrals, really a great combination in a kit. You can see that there, and this one I think is my favorite, and I love that it has like a canvas look, and you can see like it's got a texture. It looks like it feels like canvas. And then you've got some more anchors up here done in that sapphire color, and look at this beautiful paper that's got these little squiggles that look like waves. So I can't wait to see what you do with them, but I'm excited to show you what we've done with this paper. All right, let's look at our sticker page. So here we have it in focus, and you can see that huge Seize the Day, and that is right in here, so you can see that they pop out and it's all stickers. You've got a surfboard, or is that a YOLO board? I don't know. Tina Sutton have to let me know. The sand dollar, cute little birds, and all kinds of really fun things. Happy Place, Sandy Toes, and Salty Kisses, In Paradise, Happy Day, Seize the Day. So the lighthouse, you've got lots of different options. Pay attention to this border because I'm going to show you a little technique that we used on the cover page with this border in particular. Sunglasses. So lots of different options. Beautiful icons within this one as well. All right, now I'm going to show you our Seize the Day die cuts, which have already started to come out, which is great news. You can see as I'm punching them out as I hold it. You've got Happy Days, Relax, Surf, Sun, and Sand. Together, Life is Better in Flip-Flops. Not All Stars Belong to the Sky. You Are My Sunshine. This one, Salty Kisses and Seashell Wishes. Again, a really nice thin die cut that has a beautiful textured look on it as well. All right, I'm going to move that over to the side. And then we've got the Seize the Day dots, which come in different sizes and colors, and really fun to add that little bit of dimension to your layouts. Okay, now I'm going to show you some artwork. Let me move this over to the side. Now we're going to jump back to the cover, okay? Because I feel like it's getting a little washed out under these lights, but let me show you the actual cover artwork is just stunning, and I can't wait to show you some of the techniques that were used on this. So you can see we've got zip strips going on up here. There's some of that wood paper, and this one in particular is featuring, and I haven't talked about this yet, but it's featuring our brand new Alphabet thin cuts. Woohoo! Did I get a woohoo for that one? I think I did. All right, so this technique in particular I loved when the art studio was explaining that what they did was they used layered paper. See if you can see that. So there's 3 different sheets, or 2 different sheets on this page, and then they ran it through the die cutting machine, the thin cut machine. So that way it gave it that textured look. And because our paper is white core, you get to see that white core in the middle of the paper, so it looks like ocean waves, you know, when they just crest over and they've got that beautiful white look on top of it. And so that's how they were able to do that technique. Down here you can see lots of layering within the stickers, lots of layering. But this little cute wave down here that's pink is actually the negative space on the sticker sheet of that pink border that I was showing you. So it looked like it was that cute little scallop shape, that's the negative side. So never throw away any of the pieces. I know we love hoarders here because you never know how you can use it. And you can see that netting background. And then here's one that I haven't shown you yet. I don't know if yep, there you go. This is a seashell sequence. It's pretty big if you look compared to my thumbnail, but those also come with adhesive on the back. So lots of beautiful things to look at for this gorgeous, gorgeous cover. Okay. Now let's go back to our catalog, and inside the Seize the Day section, we are going to look at artwork. Yes, are you ready to look at some beautiful, amazing art? Did I skip the seashells? No. Okay, they must be in the back. All right, so here we have 2 cards that I want to show you. We've got this cute message in the bottle. Now take note of the paper. Again, like I mentioned, our paper is quite coarse, so when you tear it, it has that look of a wave. I just love that so much. Beautiful. Now let's look at this one. Look at the porthole that was made. Using the thin cuts, you can see right there our circle window shaker card. And then you've got using the dots, making it look like a porthole. Isn't that awesome? And again, the paper tearing inside, and then our cute little new stars that are in there as well. Okay. All right, next up we have this layout. Sunny days. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous page. Now something to note on this title right here, that is white embossed. And then down here it says shine your light, and that's just stamped directly with red. And so you can see the difference that's a technique that the art studio wanted to note, that you've got 2 different colors of 2 titles within 1 page. Beautiful execution, you can see right there. All right, let's see, what do we have up next? Did I skip the beauty page? Yeah, let me go back to the beauty. Okay, so on page 12, you've got the beauty. And here she is in all her beauty. You can see right there some great coloring techniques, some embossing right here. But this in particular I thought was awesome. You know, we've started to carry brads again. What was old is new all over. And the main reason we carry the brads, of course, is for our spinner cards. But what a great and fun technique to show with just a little bit of this paper underneath and then folding it over so you can see all the different papers. Now, I don't normally show you the back of artwork, but I wanted you to see how they executed that so you can see how simple and easy, and that's why we keep our scraps of paper. So you can see again some brads down here, just beautiful dimension, lots of dimension within this one. Love, love, love this layout. Okay, next up is this card right here. Again, the message in the bottle, which is so classic and beautiful and such a sad movie if you've ever seen that one with Kevin Costner. Anyway, so you can see how that paper looks like sand once it's torn. So we've done it for both waves of water and sand. So I love what we can do with our paper options on this one too. This was also done as a stencil from one of our older Cricut collections, and they just printed it out, made it into a stencil, and that's how they were able to make the clouds on that one. Okay, all right, now let's move on to of course, I'm sorry, I'm skipping ahead. We've got our workshops that are beautiful and stunning. Karen's going to talk you through all of it, so I'm going to go ahead and pass over that page, as well as our card workshop. I mean, darling, I don't know. There's not much more to say other than it's super cute. But Karen's going to show you the artwork up close. All right, now let's go into our mix and collection. Now I'm going to deviate just a tiny bit. I'm going to show you the artwork because you need to see what's going on here, and this is so cool, and then I'm going to go into the detail of the paper. Now here's the beauty for our mix-in, and what's so cool about this one, and I'm going to try to bring it up, is that you've got the Heritage Kit, the Yesterday and Today, so you can see this is what's grounding this page, and you've got different elements from that kit. Then you've got elements from Seize the Day. I know, mind blown, right? And of course, the mix-in, which you can see throughout, especially here in the background. And I just love how it's all been tied together. And you know, it was a little bit of a challenge to get that mix-in to work with everything, but wow, what an execution. Once it was done and delivered, we just fell in love. Mix-in, 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 mix-in. You can see all of that, and then Seize the Day and Heritage. So much beauty within one page. I just love this page. All right, now let's go into the details of this paper kit. So here you've got, I'm going to go through, and I like that this one actually has a little more design elements to it, but because they're done in these more neutral colors, it gives you lots of options. And our whole point with the mix-in is to help you mix it in and extend a kit is what we're doing. But of course, being the creative geniuses that you are, watching you make projects just out of the mix-in alone is super impressive as well. Look at that cute dot up at the top of the zip strip. So you can see lots of really great options within your mix-in collection. Design, color, neutrality, yet they work well with the kits that we have featured in this one. Look at that splatter, so fun. I hope you're loving the close-up look of these collections and you're finding it useful before you get that beautiful paper in your hands. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer video, but I think it's worth it. I think you guys will love seeing some of the details of these kits, but I probably need to speed it up just a little bit. All right, so that is our mix-in collection. Now let's move on to our stamp section. Now there is so much artwork on this page. I can't pass it up. I have to show you. So let's look at this cute airplane here. And you can see, again, it's got lots of dimension. Look at the clouds. I love how we've executed the stars on this one. Very, very simple, very beautiful. Okay, then we've got this awesome, groovy, I feel like I'm, you know, Shaggy, what's it called? What's the mobile called? Scooby-Doo, the Scooby Van? Scooby Van, that's right. Sending good vibes. Very, very cute. And then I'm going to show you this page, this one here. Now, of course, you haven't seen the actual stamp, so I couldn't wait. I just had to show you the artwork. So let me pull this one out. Sorry, I should have done that beforehand. Okay, here is this page, and this is featuring a stamp set that you're just about to see in a few seconds that features fairies, but we haven't used the fairies on this page. And of course, it's got shimmer, lots of really beautiful technique on that one as well. Okay, now this is the first stamp that you're going to notice, and it is a wow, blow my mind. And I want to show you, even though the artwork is across from each other, I'm going to show you both things. So we've got a cuckoo clock. It's called Around the Clock collection right here. Lots of thin cuts, lots of pieces, really fun. Even got counterweights to help. So you've got lots of options within this one stamp. I have a feeling this one's going to be number one, and I hope so because we've ordered a ton of them. So here is the artwork. You can see right here. Let me try, and I'm going to move my catalog, so hopefully that will help. All right, so here is this first one you can see. Now look at how it's come together. You've got that cute little door, and you've got a message that says cuckoo. Now you can use the spinner, and now I'm showing a bird. So we've given you lots of different options to have inside of your little window of your cuckoo clock. So again, another great use for our spinner card, thin cut. We're just going to keep on moving forward with it because it's so fun. And you've got these little music notes, tweet, tweet, lots of fun dimension within that one. Now let me show you this one that's on that beauty page. And look, a total different color scheme. Look at that beautiful bird inside. So you've got the Spin Me. No message yet. Oh, here we go. Tweet with the little music note. So cute. Now, you'll see a difference in this one is that I didn't use the counterweights, or we didn't use the counterweights down here below because we wanted a sentiment. So you've got variety. You can pick and choose what parts of the cuckoo clock you want to use, and it gives you total different looks, different messages. beautiful. Like I said, I think this is going to be a top seller, and I'm excited for you guys to get this in your hands. Okay, now let's move on to the next page. Now, we particularly love this stamp set, and I do want to acknowledge the Australian bushfires that are happening right now, and by the time you see this video, we will be have been selling our stamp set. But this one is special, I feel, will be very special to Australians, although we can find these flowers here as well, but they are native to Australia, and of course you've got your eucalyptus. So now I want to show you that artwork up close. And you can see, look at how beautiful that protea has been colored, and the eucalyptus as well. Lots of beautiful options with this set, and our prayers are with you, our Australian sisters, and for your beautiful country and all those animals that are being affected. So hopefully we are raising lots of money with our wonderful exclusive stamp set. So make sure if you haven't bought it yet that you do buy that, and know that 100% of the proceeds will go to the Red Cross for Australia relief. All right, now on page 27, you've got the cute, happy Easter bunny, and of course this Hallelujah Easter window. You can see he is risen. So this one was done with watercolor and then the shimmer brush on top of it, and it really just gives it a gorgeous look, and that was the technique that I wanted to show you here. So a lot of watercolor, but adding that shimmer just gives it that extra something. Okay, now let me show you the Easter bunny. You can see that cute little Easter bunny, and same thing, it's been colored and then shimmer brush. You've got some shimmer on it as well. Okay, moving on. We've got page 29 or 28 and 29. I've got this cute fairy stamp set. So you saw this on that one opener card from the beauty page, but now I'm going to show you some artwork with the fairies. Look at how beautiful she is, and you can see again, we are using our shimmer brush and stickles and little bitty sparkles and lots of beautiful coloring. And then you've got one with a different look and a different color, different coloring, you can see. And this was made as background paper. It's a stamp in the collection, but used it as a background stamp. All right, moving on to page 29, we've got this cute unicorn. I mean, look at all the cute little parts and pieces, the face here. You can see that shaker window. And look, we used parts of the thin cut inside of the shaker window as well. You can see that. Very darling. Here's the cute little tag that holds those lollipops, and notice that this paper matches the lollipops. That was the inspiration, and all it is paper piecing. Another reason why we keep our tiny strips of paper. It's so cute and darling. All right, moving on to page 30, we have our beautiful flyby greeting stamp set here. What a fun traveling one here. Just so you know, this one was fussy cut and then layered. That was the technique used on this one. Somebody's got a very steady hand. I'm not sure if you can see, but they did emboss the white clouds to give it a little dimension and shimmer as well. All right, now we're moving on to page 31 with our cute little bus here. I've got some beautiful pages to show you. Look at this. Wonderful color. You can see this is from Seize the Day, from the die cut right there. Very cute how it's all mixed in together, and I love how this one turned out. And you can see the stamping that helps add to the background of that one. Now, the other thing to note on this one is you don't have to have a Picture My Life kit in order to make a Picture My Life page. All these cards were cut out using our paper and fitting into our Picture My Life page protector. So you can see how that works beautifully together. So cute. All right, now we're looking at page 32. Tons of sentiments. I'm not going to showcase the card because it's pretty simple, but you can see beautiful inside of the card sentiments. We know that you've been wanting to have those. We're excited to be offering those in this catalog. Now let's go to page 33. We've got this beautiful tree right here. Mighty Oak stamp and thin cut, and some really fabulous messages. Now, you can see there's an acorn stamp set, and we use the acorn stamp set as a background to make our own background and texture paper. So you can see all that is just done on white daisy cardstock, and then added with the little stickles to give it some dimension. And then we used our brand new shimmer brush to add those little splatters all over this page. Fun, fun, fun. All right, now let's move on. We're getting there, ladies. We're on page 34 and gentlemen, 34 and 35. The reason I wanted to show you this is that it's showcasing like a great outdoors look, right? It's really, look at that bison, and these are great stamp sets. But it's using our yesterday and today paper. Again, another great use for this paper, just a really great look that goes great with the icons and stamps on page 34. All right, page 35, I already showed you that cute little plane. Again, the artwork's pretty simple on this one. There was no specific technique that I wanted to showcase, so we're gonna move on, but very cute, to page 36. Again, lots of sentiments. We put them on some 3D items here, but really great with some borders and different little doodles and designs that look like you've done them yourself, but nope, we had an artist do them for you. All right, page 37, you've got some congratulations for grads. I love this book stamp set design, this fun little rainbow here. Just really cute, fun artwork, great sentiments. Okay, let's move to page 38. Look at this cute little girl here. It's called Spreading Sunshine. You can see I love this little girl right here. I want to show you what they did with the artwork in this one in particular. They made their own house. You can see this is part of the mix-in paper, and here this border is the roof, is part of the stamp set. And what I wanted to point out with this one in particular is it's very dimensional, but what they did is they stamped the little girl just black and white, and then cut her out, and then stamped her again, cut her out, and colored her. And that's what gives it kind of like a shadowy look. So that's a lot of time and effort, but I think it really pays off. Beautiful card. All right, let's move on to page 39. And I just wanted to show you, I think this is gonna be also a very top-selling stamp set, the Happy Birthday one with the different borders and tags and sentiments. And I've got two cards that I want to show you up close. Look at this one. You can see here the Happy Birthday, and it was just markers and some watercolor, really beautiful. But I just want to show you. I know it's simple, but I wanted to show you up close. Now this one in particular has some washes behind it. You can see that's all been done with watercolor. So just lots of really fun treatments that you can do with these two cards, or with all the sentiments actually. Okay, this is our March special. Oh my goodness, I'm so thrilled with this one. If you loved Pits, you're gonna love this one too. This one's actually got a very universal message. It's called These Are My People, and Christina Livingstone's gonna give you all the deets and show you some of the artwork up close on this one. So I'm gonna move on. All right, Cricut collection, woohoo! I know, another woohoo moment for sure. Now, we are excited to be offering a new Cricut digital collection. In this catalog, we are going to have 25 projects, which, as you well know how we design, which really means you've got endless amounts of projects. 25 is just a number. So I want to show you the artwork up close. I mean, the dimension of this page is stunning. All of the detail that you could only get with the Cricut machine, and it is just beautiful. And we've done lots of different options on this one. Let me see the card. I will show you the card. So what we did, so this is counted as one project, but look what we did to show you that you can make so many different things. This is using this piece right here, blowing it up and putting it on a card front. And so that's how you're able to really leverage what you get within our Close to My Heart's Cricut collections. Just stunning. Now, because we're getting things done very quickly here, I asked our designers to let me show you what's coming in the Cricut collection, but I don't have them as projects or artwork yet, so they're flat. So you got to have a little imagination, but I felt like it was worth showing all of you. Since you've come here, I want to show it to you. All right, so now we're going to go kind of quickly on this. So this was that one done, and you can see that it's flat. So these are just printouts of what the actual designs are going to be. But I wanted to showcase you because I know you're going to love this collection. So gear up and get ready to really promote it. And remember, you can buy this collection on Cricut.com. And it's exclusive to Close to My Heart consultants for full commissions for 1 year. So this is a card. You can see that's got layers here, and then you have a heart of gold. All right, we're going to do these really quickly. Thinking of you, look at that. It looks like the stained glass window look and effect. Beautiful. Okay, make a wish. So you can see this is a 6x8 size, so these go into our Everyday Life album size. Color, these stars are cut out, reach for the stars. So many smiles, and again, you can imagine the dimension and layer of how these will all work. These are just the prototypes, but you can see all of the designs. Now with this one, it also comes with these different sentiments that you would then put inside the middle of this card. Or 6x8, sorry. Okay. Oh wait, was that 5x7? It'll all be in the Cricut collection, but you get the drift. You can make it actually any size you want. So you've got, again, this is an 8.5 by 11 scrapbook page. 8.5 by 11. Adventure. Ugh, I love that look. Okay, this one is really fun. You've got this unicorn, but you're going to have some options. You can trade out the crown for a bow, the flower crown, for an actual crown, and then you've got these other little elements as well. So lots of things to build with on this one. Oh, got stuck to the table. Okay, we've got some 12 by 12 single page options here. Gorgeous. Oh, cherish the little things. You can just imagine. I can't wait to see what you all do with these. They're absolutely stunning. Documented. See why I wanted to show you? I didn't want to wait. I wanted to show you. Look at this. Daydream. Again, you've got some really great Cricut cuts out of this one. This one's just Dream. Beautiful with the heart and the fringes. And then you've got Forever Friends. Love that. And then Love, Love, Love. And look at those circles and how they layer on top of each other. Oh, they just hit it out of the park. Here's a 2-page. You can see, hopefully, most of it. You can get most of it. I'll do this 1 and 2. You can see. Okay? It's another 2-page, but I'm showing you 1 page at a time. What do you think? It's going to be, this is going to be huge. I know it. And so 25 projects, but again, think of the possibilities of what you can do with this collection. Okay, here's my last one. Oh, the balloons. And you can see like that's Cricut cut. So these little things here, the little slits, the little dots, and then celebrate the good times. Beautiful! Ah, I love it. So thanks for letting me show you. Now we're going to move on to page 44 where I am showing you our brand new classic alphabet thin cut. Woo! I know, lots of woos. I told you you're going to love this catalog. Spring is in the air. You can see this layout. The reason I wanted to show you this gorgeous layout up close, a couple of things to note. Here you can see these are the flowers from yesterday and today colored. Total different look, completely. Now let's look at these gorgeous alphabets that have been thin cut, and then they've been thin cut twice. One in this beautiful color here, and you can see there's just a little off-centered so you can see the dimension in the word spring, and the stickles everywhere. But this is what I really wanted to show you. Okay. Moving on, now we've got a new embossing folder, Under the Sea. Look at the beautiful seashells and fish under there. And I have the 3 samples right here with me. This one was done traditionally through, and it's hard to see, but they did go over lightly with a stamp pad to give it a little more color. Hopefully you can see that. Maybe there. There you go. See a little bit of the peach colors on the tops of the raised parts of that one. All right, now let me show you this one here. This one you can see they did some distressing to show some of the white underneath it, so it has a little more distressed look. Okay, Now we've got this one that was just done traditionally. So lots of great options, a really fun embossing folder. I know you're gonna love this one. And this one is 5 by 7. So folder size 5 1/4 by 7 1/4, so you can see. Okay, now we're moving on to our embellishments, which I think you've noticed a little bit of the embellishments. I should have started with this because it's so exciting. Silver Star confetti. Now, if you've got the subscription, you've already seen these because they're part of the subscription cards. But so many options. We used it in a ton of artwork, anything to do with shakers, and even some of them we took out and put on top of projects as well. And then, of course, the seashell sequence. Mind-blowing, gorgeous, beautiful. I'll show you some artwork with that because I don't actually have the packet here, but that's okay because I think you've seen some of it there. You can see these are adhesive backed. So cute. And they have like a little curved look about them as well. Now, I wanted to show you this page because we used those sequins inside of this shaker window. Now, what I was told was we took off the adhesive off the back so things wouldn't stick to it, and it was double foamed. You can see there's 2 pieces of foam there so that it gave it a little more height to put all that stuff inside. And there's sand in there. What a great idea to do with your leftover sand or sand that you bring from your vacation. So again, these sequins are just stunning. We also have brand new shimmer brushes. You've got peach and toffee, and you can see we did that technique where you do the splatters. Really gorgeous. That peach is my favorite. All right, now let's look at the stamp of the month. Woo, we're almost there. Are you excited? I hope you're loving this more in-depth look at all the artwork inside of our catalog. So this one, again, changing the look of the Yesterday Today with the modern photo, giving it a sepia tone, and then adding some peach colors inside of there, some colors, stickles, lots of layering. Again, using Yesterday Today, which is more primarily for heritage, but giving it a totally different, more modern look. And then the flourishes we know are going to be a huge hit. And I love the sentiments in this one that are more family-based and legacy, love, family, heritage together, all that kind of traditional type things. This one also has clear embossing on the background to make your own background paper. And adding that gold shimmer trim, I'm telling you, it just adds something more to it. Beautiful. Okay, we're almost there. Now we are looking at our stamp of the month here. This one is so darling. Here I'm going to show you up close this beautiful card. And I love what they did here is they made the background stamped and then put all of the things inside of there. And again, you've got those little cute stars, oh my gosh, starfish you can see right there, and sequins and things like that. So some things that were fussy cut as part of this one, and the shell sequence. This card here, look at these, like if you're at an aquarium, you know those windows that they have? I love that they did that. It's so cute. So lots of fun little options with this stamp of the month. This is our April stamp of the month. Very excited about that. All right, so that was all of the in-depth artwork, and of course we're finishing off with our brand new, absolutely adorable Operation Smile stamp set. Look at these babies. I held all these babies in my arms, and let me tell you, we changed their lives together. Every single one of us who've donated to Operation Smile, time and money. And so this Operation Smile stamp set is absolutely special, gorgeous. We know you're gonna love it. We love how we featured it. You can see the full size and every part and detail of that stamp set. And remember that $7 of every stamp set sold goes directly to Operation Smile. All right, that's it.
Hi everyone, it's Karen from the home office. Welcome to the launch event, and I am so excited to show you the beautiful new workshops that are coming out in the March-April catalog. We're going to start with the Yesterday and Today scrapbooking workshop, and you can see it right here in front of you on the screen. And this is the first 2-page layout in the scrapbooking workshop. This scrapbooking workshop actually has 3 2-page layouts for a total of 6 pages, and there are all kinds of fun things that we've combined into this workshop. As you can see before you, this is the first project. You notice that the title is Then and Now, and we have chosen to show a photo of 2 parents and a little girl, and then who these 2 parents are today. You could do the same thing yourself, or you could even do a picture of yourself as a child and pictures of you now. There are so many possibilities with this title and this page, and I think there are fun details to show you in this workshop. We have chosen in this workshop kind of to use a general technique. We call it distressing, but we distressed many, many things. Because it is more of a heritage kit, we did some fun things like tearing. The exclusive product that comes in this workshop are exclusive wood shapes like this little locket, this fleur-de-lis. You can see there are even a few little tiny dots here. And we have used stamp pads to color these so that you, and markers to color things so that you have lots of different options. So we colored these, I think, with a marker. And then we also colored our pearls. You get 1 sheet of our white pearls with this workshop kit, and we used markers to color these pearls, which I think gives them a really nice antique look and goes great with the kit. All of these flowers, the birds, the butterflies are all die cuts that are exclusive die cut sheets that you get in this workshop, and we in the photos have them arranged like this. But the nice thing about this workshop is that you could arrange them however you wanted. Another cool thing is you get this envelope to fold that is part of the die cuts. It even has a liner, and this little envelope is actually a pocket that you can slide some journaling down in. So we've used that envelope theme across here in 2 different ways. So much to see, so much to look at, and so many things that you can actually do with this to make it your very own. So let's move on to project 2. For this yesterday and today workshop. And on this one you can see again we've used those exclusive wood shapes. You can see here on the screen that we have used the marker to color that cute clock and even added a pearl right in the middle that we've distressed. And I'm going to move this over just a little bit for you because this page has some really unique things. Can you see these 3-dimensional flowers? Those are actually die cuts. In the instructions we teach you to roll them. On the die cut sheet they're French vanilla. We've actually distressed the edges with a stamp pad so that you get that kind of distressed look, and of course that is an optional technique. You could make it just with the French vanilla flowers, or you could add this little distressed looking color. So we've been doing a lot of distressing on these pages. We've also even taken that marker and added just a tiny bit of color to the stickers that are on this page, which you could leave on or leave off. So the optional techniques give you the ability to really create that heritage distressed old look, or you can leave them off and still have a really, really beautiful scrapbook page. You can see there are some fun wood corners that are part of those exclusive wood shapes, and can you see these fun tiny little flowers that are wood as well? So many great little details. Now let's move on to the third project, the third 2-page layout in the yesterday and today scrapbooking kit. And you can see here that this one is a great project to include lots and lots of photos. This one is a frame that goes over the top of this journaling spot. You could even choose to include a photo there. Same here, you could choose to include a photo instead of sliding this journaling piece underneath. So if you had lots and lots of photos, even more than we've included here, you have those options. We are really trying in these workshops to give you all this great design, but also do it in a way that if you need to make a few changes or prefer things arranged a little differently, you're able to do that. These beautiful flowers. Now these are different than the ones you saw on project 2. These are also die cuts. They are little circles that pop out, and they have, as you can see, little slits. And in this workshop we teach the technique of spritzing those with water, crumpling them up, flattening them out again, distressing the edges, and then building them into flowers. And these fun pieces you see in the middle that are look like there are some crystal pieces there are actually die cuts, so that you are able to get that look without having to add the bulk of more pieces, dimensional pieces. Another thing I wanted to show you while I've got this up close, can you see this bow? We have given you all the pieces. In fact, we've even given you 2 of the centerpiece so that you can glue the front and back together so that you see nothing but the pattern of the bow as you fold it in half. So it's an inside and an outside piece, these 2 little bottoms and this top, so that this bow can be built however you want it to be, or you could even just make it a banner, however you prefer to build it. I'm going to move over here just a little bit and point to this wood piece. We did not distress the wood pieces on this layout because we wanted to give you that contrast of this light wood against this dark sticker here. And so I think you can see that the wood has totally different looks when we've distressed it or left it on its own, but we did go ahead and distress those pearls with a marker. So if I pull this back down and you can see the whole project together, you can see what a great effect this whole project has together and can showcase some gorgeous heritage photos. I think you're going to see too, as you are creating your projects today for the launch event, that the projects you're creating are using this Yesterday and Today kit, but we've given you examples in the photos that we've placed on the layouts of some heritage photos on one of the layouts, a layout that has modern day photos that we've printed in black and white, and then another layout that we've used colored photos that are today, modern day photos. So you can see how this kit, even though at first glance you might assume it's only for heritage photos, could actually be used for lots of different things. So that's our beautiful scrapbooking workshop that it goes to Yesterday and Today, and we're going to move on to the card making workshop for that kit as well. I'm just going to spread these cards out so that you can see them. These cards, whoops, that's upside down. These cards, as you can see, there are 4 different cards, and in the workshop you make 4 of each of those cards. It comes with an exclusive stamp set with thin cuts, and it's a really great stamp set. I'm going to lift each of these cards up so hopefully you'll be able to see them up close and see some of the fun details. The technique that we're using in this workshop, we are doing some silver embossing, but also on some of the cards we're distressing that silver embossing with an espresso stamp pad. We're also leaving some things undistressed, so you're going to be able to get a couple of different looks here. The accessory that comes in this kit is our mink twine, which looks beautiful with all of these heritage papers. So we're going to start. I'm going to lift this card, and on this card you can see we have silver embossed the stars from that stamp set directly onto this craft paper for a fun non-distressed look. And another cool technique we've done here, this is actually a binder clip, which I'll show you on another card, and all we've done is stamp the very top of the binder clip along this border piece of paper to create a circular background. Now let's move to another card. This one actually has the binder clip on it that I just referred to right here, so you can see it in full. And on this one we've embossed with silver and then taken an espresso pad and distressed so that you get that old look. This is another fun stamp that's part of that stamp set, and we've just tied a little twine around the bottom. On this one we've stamped the what would you call this? A book plate. I think you'd call it a book plate. We've stamped the book plate just in toffee ink, whereas on the last card you saw it embossed. And this time we've just embossed that little star as an accent, and this time we have distressed the embossing. So you are going to be able to teach your customers all kinds of looks to get with the same products. And then last of all, the 4th card. On this one, we have mostly just distressed the outside of this piece. And you'll notice that instead of just sponging evenly around the edges of that, you can see that we've concentrated a little bit in a few areas to give it almost a burned look or a really aged look. And then we just have used all the words in strips. So that's another fun look. There's that star that you've been seeing embossed, and this time it's just directly stamped. So as you can see, this heritage card making workshop, this Yesterday and Today card making workshop creates 16 beautiful cards that I know you and your customers will enjoy. Now let's move on to the second kit that you saw in the catalog. This one is called Seize the Day, and it is beautiful. We'll start with the scrapbooking workshop again. This time you're going to, in this workshop, still get the 6 pages that you're accustomed to, but you're going to get 2 single pages and 2 2-page layouts for, again, a total of 6. One of the cool things about this page is all of these pieces on this palm tree are individual pieces. Not only each of those leaves, but if I lift up here, hopefully you can see that this is a different piece. This top layer is different than the white layer on the bottom. So you have all kinds of options of building that tree. You could build it without the white layer. You could do just the white layer and sponge that. You could do 2 coconuts. You could do no coconuts. You've got all kinds of options there. You'll also notice there are 3 little banners here that you could place however you'd like. And probably right now you're dying over this, right? This is the exclusive accessory that comes in this kit, and they are red acrylic shapes, and you're going to see them as I show you each of the projects. They're really beautiful, and on a couple of the projects maybe I'll even lift them up and let you see some of that dimension. We've also, for our technique in this workshop, we have added silver stickles, and I am going to lift that up. Hopefully you'll be able to see up close some of the details with the stickles. We've added them here on the crab, here on this little island, and even along the tops of the banner pieces. You can see that there's some fun stickles added in those places. Stickles are just a really great accent. Oh, I might as well, while I've got this up close, show you this really great acrylic and move it so you can see how dimensional and fun that red acrylic is. And we've also used it right here. That's a little heart. You're going to see it on all of these other pieces too. So that is project 1 for the scrapbooking workshop. We're going to now bring in project 2, which is the second single page. And again, you can tell that there are some really fun die cuts. One of the things that we're trying to do as we create these workshops and give you these die cuts is to give you shapes and pieces that would be really difficult for you to create on your own. This sunshine piece is one big overlay, and then there are pieces that go behind it to fill in sun and those sun rays here. Then we've combined stickers and some of the dots. You do get 1 sheet of the Seize the Day dots in this kit, as well as those exclusive acrylic shapes. And we've done some fun things with clustering, you can see here on this layout, and even added, I'm hoping I can get close enough that you can see some of these fun little stickle accents that we've been adding in throughout this workshop. You can even see that we've added them around some of the letters. And over here on this fun little shell, we've added a little bit of shine and shimmer with those stickles. So again, even though you have this basic overlay to deal with, all of these things that we've added to the sides could be arranged however you want them to be. If you love them the way we did it, great, and if you want to make your own design, then you have that freedom to work around this die cut. Now let's go to project 3. Project 3 is a 2-page layout, and I personally love this one. There's some really cool things about this layout that I hope you'll notice. Number 1, how about that red acrylic anchor? You're also going to notice there are some dots below it. As I mentioned before, you get 1 sheet of the dots in your kit. These waves are all die cuts that come separately, so you could arrange those waves however you want. And this fun, I keep forgetting what this is called on a ship. We're going to call it a steering wheel, but I know that's the wrong word. This circular part is a die cut, and then each of the little handles are also die cuts. So if you chose to not make it a ship wheel and turn it into something more like a porthole, you would have that option. And I'm going to lift up again and show you that we have on this layout, can you see that fun starfish that's the red acrylic shape? Maybe you can tell if I move it just a little bit with the light that we've added stickles right on that acrylic shape. Isn't that a fun technique? So also lots of other fun little stickle details that you'll be able to see a little bit better in the workshop, but hopefully you're seeing some of them here. We've even added them to the waves to give them a little bit of detail and sparkle. Okay, last project in the Seize the Day scrapbooking workshop. This one is another 2-page spread. And you can tell that this one has lots of fun details. Another fun red acrylic subtitle, I guess. We've got Seize the Day here as the title. And this white chevron piece is an overlay. And each of these little pieces that you see underneath are separate and lay underneath. So you could choose to leave them on, leave them off, leave 2 in, take 1 off. One of the things that I really love about this is that those chevron mimic waves, but they wouldn't have to be waves. If you decided you wanted to go a different direction with this layout and maybe wanted a different title and wanted it to be something something that didn't have anything to do with oceans or seas or boating or any of the things that fit with water, you could easily give it a whole different theme by doing that. So I think you're seeing all kinds of fun ideas that are gorgeous like they are, but that are also customizable. Each of these clouds are also separate, and that little shaded parts are a separate die cut piece underneath. And I'll lift this up so you can see some of those things a little bit closer. You can see that fun cloud die cut, and I'm going to move over here for you to see how beautiful these chevrons are. And you can see again we've added some more fun stickle details. I don't know about you guys, but I need stickles in every color. I'm guessing you probably do too. And by teaching these fun things with stickles to your customers, they're going to want those stickles in every single color too. Last but not least, we have a Darling Seize the Day card making workshop. I'm going to lay those cards out for you to kind of see, and then we will talk about each of them and the techniques that we've involved in this workshop. First of all, you can see that this crab is darker on his legs than he is in his middle, and he also has this cute heart stamped in the middle. This stamp set is exclusive to this card workshop, and it does come with thin cuts that are also part of the workshop. I'm going to lift this crab up so that you can see. This is also a really fun punny workshop, so you can see this says What the Crab, and what we've done is we stamped him in Smoothie, stamped him off so he would have been second generation, rolled just his little arms and legs back on the Smoothie pad with the rolling technique, and then before stamping it we took an uninked stamp from the stamp set, this little heart, stamped it onto the stamp to remove the ink, and then we stamped our crab onto the thin cut. Isn't that a fun technique to teach your customers? And I love this card. Hopefully you do too. On this next card, we've continued with that rolling technique with these shells. And you can see how we have used this gray color and stamped it off, then rolled the edges to get that same look that we had with the crab, and you can notice the darkening around the edges. We've also done a little tearing on this card to create something that looks kind of like sand in a sea behind, and created some fun banners. There's that heart that we stamped onto the crab's tummy without ink, and on this card we've used it with ink, and it has a thin cut to match. Now let's move on to this third, because we have another tummy trick here. We were into tummies on this workshop. So on this whale, we've inked him in sapphire, then we've taken the very top of the shell, and while it was not inked, before we stamped the stamp, we stamped right onto the stamp with that shell to create kind of a cute little tummy. And then on this one, we did the rolling again. So another great card that shows off those techniques. And then the last card, and again on this one, we've done 4 cards, again 4 of each for 16 cards. So both of the workshops in this catalog that are card making create 16 cards for each cards. Now I want you to take a peek at this card. Hopefully you are noticing right away. You're either thinking, hey, we have some brand new heart ribbon, or you're catching on that we did something really cool here. We actually stamped right on the white ribbon that comes in this workshop with the heart stamp in that stamp set. We did first generation, second, first generation, second. So we got kind of a fun little pattern going on there, let it dry, and then used it right on this card. And I love that that'll be a fun way for you to teach your customers how versatile our white daisy ribbon is. You can do all kinds of great things with our white daisy ribbon. You could color it with markers. You can put some re-inker in a plastic bag and squish it around, let it dry. You can color it all kinds of colors, but lots of people would not even think of stamping on there. So that's a fun little thing that's included in this workshop. Okay, my friends, you have now seen and heard about all four of the workshops that are part of these 2 kits in the March-April catalog. We've tried to give you fun techniques and beautiful designs so that your customers are dying to make them, and we hope you are too. Enjoy your workshops.
Hey everyone, it's Christina, and I'm here to talk to you about the These Are My People special that's featured in your catalog. This is such a fun special, and it's designed to help you and your customers celebrate the important people in your lives. It's this really great, fun, bold patterned special with an eclectic feel to it that is so different than things we've done in the past. So first, let's talk about the different things that are available as a part of this special. There is a paper packet with the sticker sheet. There's also a paper packet without the sticker sheet, and of course a coordinated cardstock pack, because we know that having that coordinated cardstock makes it so easy for you to design with. There's also a beautiful exclusive stamp set. Now, the real star of the show is a 6x8 cut above kit. That's right. You see just a sneak of it here in your catalog, but there is lots more to come. And you can see what I mean when I say eclectic just by looking at that layout that's in your catalog. So these pages obviously go together. They're gorgeous together, but you can see that they look a little bit different. While the background of this one has this more muted tone, this one has that stark black, just making it really fun and visually interesting to look at. If that's not enough for you, we also have another project, and you're seeing a sneak peek of it right here around me, and that is a workshop. So we will be providing you with instructions to create this workshop, which includes both scrapbooking layouts and cards. So truly something for everyone as a part of this special. Now remember, this is your March special. It will go live on March 1st. It does not go live when the catalog goes live in preview to consultants. So make sure that you set yourself a little reminder that it will be available to you and customers alike beginning March 1. It will then be available throughout the life of the catalog, of course, while supplies last, just like everything else. We hope that this special really helps you to create special moments with those special people in your life. Now I know you want to see an up-close look at these layouts and the cards that are created in the workshop, and here you go. Here is one of the layouts. You can see the accessory that's used in this are the acrylic shapes, and there's some hearts here. Let's just get a look at those a little bit closer. How fun is this to have this added dimension? And Love These People is from the stamp set. It really is just so beautiful. Next up is this layout here. Another beautiful layout featuring those papers. The papers in this kit are so versatile. Take a look at the patterns on those and just think of all the different ways that you could use this paper collection. Next up, in addition to making those two-page layouts, this kit also makes 2 single-page layouts. So let's take a look at that. How beautiful is that? Again, Love These People is in your stamp set, and you'll see all the details on this workshop in the online office and on your website when it goes live on March 1st. A great technique here at the bottom of the page. I want to hold that one up close so you can get a good look at that. How fun is that with the torn paper to make this gorgeous look down here? Here's the last single layout. Again, these fun and vibrant colors just add so much and really pull out the pictures or the colors in these pictures as well. Now let's take a look at all of the cards that you'll create. There is this one, and we'll look at them a little bit closer, don't worry. Oops, get that on there. This one, we've got this one here. Look at all of these. 5 different cards. Let's take a look at each one individually. So this one says, all we need in each other. How beautiful is that? Again, it does have the little acrylic heart embellishments there. This one simply says love and has this cute little house here that you can see we've colored in a bit just to give it a pop of color. We rise by lifting others. How beautiful is that one there? Gorgeous, right? And think of all the different people that you could send this one to. Better together, this would make a great wedding card or anniversary card or a card to someone special in your life. These colors are so fantastic, aren't they? And then, last but not least, best friends. Again, just so beautiful. And the eclectic papers that we were talking about earlier, you can see they're so different in these colors and the patterns and the different things shown here, yet they all go beautifully together. Now, one other thing I wanted to show you again is that cut above. Remember, this cut above is going to be 6 by 8 in size. Now, what we love about that is that it is not intimidating for people to try, right? Cut above is fabulous because all of these pieces, like these flowers and this little tag, these come pre-cut, so they just have to punch them out. It's easier than ever to create these gorgeous layouts. It's also a smaller size. Now, having that smaller size makes it less intimidating for people to create, especially new scrapbookers. So when you take a look at this cut above kit, make sure that you're thinking, who in your current customer base would love to create an album about someone special, and who that's new to scrapbooking would love to create this as well.
All right, I know your minds are blown. There is so much for you to process, but I know you are going to love every single thing that we have inside of this catalog. Thank you again for joining us, and I thank Jill, Christina, and Karen, as well as all of our hosts, helping us to make this catalog the biggest success of 2020. Thanks so much, everyone.